And if you're familiar at all with UVA football, student section, fans across the stadium, every time Virginia scores, touchdown, field goal, I presume safety, there's a song, the good old song as it's called, the school song, is sung after the score. The fans get together, the band plays the song, and part of the words to the song, what I'm going to focus on here, where we come from old Virginia, where all is bright and gay. For quite a few years, the student section has added in, parenthetically, out loud, of course, not gay to that part. So the song will go, we come from old Virginia, where all is bright and gay, and then the student section chants, not gay. And I don't know why this is, but Saturday at the game, this bugs me. Not gay. 3 quick thoughts about not gay. First quick thought, what's the big deal? I'm sure there's quite a few people out there saying, big deal, right? Kids saying not gay. It's a big deal. You're making something out of nothing. And I made a lot out of this during the football game. The game was a blowout win for Virginia. There wasn't much to talk about on the field. So I raised the issue. And I was one of the few on Facebook and Twitter that day raising the issue. I had some people questioning, the back and forth and mechanics of what I was bringing up. But I can understand why you're saying, what's the big deal? Second quick thought. Here's why it's a big deal. It's hate speech. Now I know it's college kids, largely college kids. When you're listening closely, you can kind of tell where the sound's coming from, and it's the student section. And I'm not indicting the student section and saying that they're unenlightened and the rest of the stadium's enlightened, because it could just be that the alums on the other parts of the other parts of the stadium just have moved on. But it is something that in 2013 stands out. Not gay. What's the point of saying that except to make a political statement of some sort? And the political statement is anachronistic. It's old. It's pointless. Except it's hate speech. So it's hate speech. Third quick thought. It's not just the student section that is at exposure here. I'm an alum of the University of Virginia. I'm ashamed to say that this is what has been a tradition for a number of years at football games, that the student section feels compelled to distance themselves from the word gay in the good old song to a point where you gotta yell not gay in unison and think that that's the cool way to get around this. So I'm an alum. There's administrators at the University of Virginia who hear this and have to cringe every time they hear it. And yet what's being done about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing is being done or has been done to address this hate speech. And I have to wonder why that is. Because at this point, this is something that, I'm reminded, I guess, of Virginia Tech a few years ago. At football games, the student section liked to chant whenever the Hokies got in the red zone close to scoring points. Stick it in, stick it in, stick it in. It was obviously there was a sexual reference to that was certainly more fun than anything else, certainly not hate speech. But Virginia Tech athletics and the school got together and decided to make a point to, let's get rid of that. That's inappropriate. Some fans don't need to be hearing that, and so we just don't need to do that anymore. And something fun was taken away, but education campaign was done, it was taken away. And yet here's something at the University of Virginia that's just hateful. And nothing in terms of an education campaign is being done, is being planned. University of Virginia, officials, administrators, faculty, staff, the blood's on your hands now. Your silence is complicit in the continuation of this hate speech. And until people stand up and say that they're not going to tolerate this anymore, it's going to be your fault. So stand up and be counted. Not gay, not cool.